All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Sao Paulo. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The High Octane Racing League GT3 Series hits Interlagos in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Oh, it's sunny and warm there, no doubt. It's race number 5 of the season, a 60-minute race at a very, very challenging track, one of the most famous tracks in all of motorsports. Interlagos today here on TurnLeftTV. It's the High Octane Racing League GT3 Series. It's TurnLeftTV. Let's go, baby. Well, the GT3 Series in action at a very, very challenging and famous track. It's Interlagos, 60 minutes of pure madness here on TurnLeftTV. All right, thank you so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here today. It'll be a fun one, man. Interlagos, a lot of fun. These guys are in the qualification session right now. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator, and owner of High Octane Racing League. And I like this track, man. It is a very, very challenging track, but once you master this track, it's a heck of a lot of fun. But it is a tough one. 60-minute race here. And right now, we are in the qualification session. Today's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from no matter where you are in the world. EliteHostingUSA.com can provide you a server for your league in your local area. Also, WordPress hosting, online store, VPS hosting, shared web hosting also available, and that's who provides our servers here at HighOctaneRacing.net. Please head on over there and join us. There's a quick link to the Discord server. That's where we do most of our business. Also, you'll get schedule information there and then points information on each one of the respective series pages. Good link there to the rFactor 2 times page to find out who's doing what throughout the week. And then also a quick link to TurnLeftTV. Again, thanks for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate you being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, smash the bell, share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine. Also, down in the description of this race, there are 2 or 3 links. Please use those links. First one is the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals. And if you'd like to make a donation to them, we would really appreciate that. Thanks to Will Dunbar and his effort there in bringing that charity to us here. Also, SimLab website. If you'd like to purchase a sim rig or some race equipment through SimLab, please use my link. I really appreciate that. And then also, if you'd like to make a donation to TurnLeftTV, there's a link to the PayPal channel or PayPal to make a donation. Again, thanks for coming in. Let's have a good time here today at Interlagos. Take a look at the qualification times here so far. Alexander Zakharov, the top time, Take a look at Nikolai Gerasimov. You know he's going to be fast right now, 4th on the grid. So 1:30.869 is the top time. Gerasimov 4th on the grid. Yuta Prezanta in the Bentley. Right now shown 7th on the grid. Yuta's been one of our loyal members here in the GT3 stuff and really does a lot of racing here at High Octane Racing League. He heads up that psychopath e-racing community. Bentley's may have taken a hit here with the balance of power updates we've been seeing from Studio 397. Boy, it seems like they're updating that mod about every week now. Hopefully they'll get things figured out. That helps us that make car sets and run leagues. Help them out a little bit, huh? Take a look at Dmitry Valevin in the Ferrari. A lot of Ferraris out here, man. Like 5 Ferraris out here today. That's a little bit of a change of pace. Dmitry right now 9th on the grid with a 1:30.869 is the time to beat. We got some more racing headed your way later tonight. We'll be at Watkins Glen for a 35-lap race in the road course in the stock cars. This is the 2018 mod, and it's the Saturday Night Thunder. This series has been going on for over 20 years, about 22 years. And it's race number 1 of a brand new season. And we're going to kick it off right at a road course. Oh my gosh, the Saturday Night Thunder headed your way at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Take a look at the schedule here in the GT3 series. Of course, we're at Interlagos, and 2 weeks we'll be back in the United States at Portland International, and then finishing out the season on April the 22nd at Daytona Road Course. And a little bit of a redo there because the problems we had on the first race. But doing a little a redo, I guess. That'll be a fun one. So just 3 races to go, including tonight here in the GT3 series. Dmitry Valevin right now 10th on the grid with his time. So it looks like qualifications have finished. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Alexander Zakharov, not a big surprise there in that BMW, qualifies in P1 with a 130.869. Starting outside row 1 will be Nikolai Bezrikov in the BMW. Nikolai Gerasimov and Ritsky Novar, row 2. Yuta Prasanta, Rolf Campos, row 3. Jody Pradanta is in 7th. Lucas Simpner, 8th. Ricardo Simonsato, 9th. Faris Fikri is in 10th. Qualifying in 11th is Dmitry Belevin. Juho Sopanen is 12th. Gordon Carter, 13th. Dan Richter, 14th. Will Dunbar will start in the 15th position. And I think we got a couple more guys who may have missed qualification that will start in 16th and 17th. Roman Ryevtsev maybe, and Alexander Meshkov. Also, the Saturday Showdown Series will be back in action in this time slot next week. Race number 4 of the season will be at Phoenix Raceway for a 130-lap race. Should be a fun one. That'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. That's Phoenix Raceway in the Saturday Showdown Series on April Fool's Day. Let's take a look at the track here at Interlagos. Autodromo Jose Carlos Pache. SaoPaulo, Brazil. 4.3 kilometers in length, 2.677 miles, 15 turns. And this is a challenging track, man. A fun one. It's one of the first road courses I really got into in racing some of my Brazilian brothers. It is a lot of fun. Once you master this track, man, it is a heck of a lot of fun. But this thing still will reach out and let you know who's boss, and that's the track. The High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will be back in action on Friday, March the 31st for race number 3 of the season. Richmond Raceway, some short track action headed your way in the Bushwhacker Series. This has been a big series. We had 26 cars last night. We have been consistently getting over, well over 20, 25 drivers in this series. Guys really, really like it. And, you know, last night's race has been a little bit of a challenge, but the week before was absolutely fire. So who's going to take home the victory at Richmond? Those short track specialists are going to bring their best stuff. So head on out and watch the stream March 31st. That's Friday, 125 laps from Richmond. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. All right, I want to say thank you for coming in here. We're going to do a little bit of a reset there. What looks like one of the guys was having some trouble getting it in back, getting some things set up there. So we're going to give that gentleman a chance to get things figured out. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. I'm your commentator, broadcaster, and owner of High Octane Racing with Heath Johnson. This is Interlagos today. It's race number 5 of a 6-race season. 60-minute race tonight at a very challenging track. A very fun track, too. Some guys getting some last-minute adjustments. Roman Ryevtsev in the BMW. He's going to be fast as usual. He did not qualify. He missed qualifications. So he's going to start in the back, and a good challenge for him to get that BMW up front. And I have no doubt if anybody on the track can do it, this guy's going to be able to do it. My pick to win this race today is, oh boy, who is it? Let's see. Get her fix that right there. That's why I'll never be a professional. There you go. My pick to win this race is Alexander Zakharov. You can see Logan Brown, Sean Jacobs, Michael Simonsato in here. Good job to both those guys last night. Sean Jacobs, Michael Simonsato. Michael in his first race out for us last night. Logan Brown enjoying the spring break. Rolf Campos in the McLaren. Little challenge right there in the turn 1, and that's a very challenging part of the track, I will say. I want to thank you for coming in here and joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Appreciate your patronage. Let's get this party started. All right, we have 3 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Thanks for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. Sean Jacobs talking in the chat how he wants to buy the mod. You don't have to buy the mod. All you need to do is buy the Chevy Corvette, and you're in. Studio 397 has finally changed that. So all you need to do is buy one car of the GT3 series, and you can race without having the rest of the cars. So what is it, like $6 or something? Mr. Moneybags? The Vet is a fun car, I will say that. So I like the Vet and the Ferrari. Those are my two cars. I picked the Ferrari first for me, but I also like the Corvette. I've been in all the cars. The only one I really can't get a handle on is the Bentley, and that's just because the steering wheel and driver's seat's on the right side of the car. I should say the wrong side of the car. Manuel Estevez in the Ferrari in his first race out here for us. On board here with Faris Fikri is right now headed into a very challenging part of the track here. I think they call this the bill of the duck. The duck's bill.
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
Well, it is that time, isn't it? Looks like one of my controllers not exactly working the way I wanted it to, but that's all right. All right, the qualification order. Yeah, we got that. How about the starting order? Starting order here today. Alexander Zakharov starts in P1. Nikolai Bezrikov starts second. Nikolai Gerasimov third. Ritsky Novar starts in the fourth position. Starting in fifth will be Yura Prezanta. Rolf Campos starts in 6th. Jody Pradata starts in 7th. Lucas Sifter will start 8th in the Radical. Starting in 9th will be Ricardo Sebezado. Faris Fikri starts in the 10th position. Dimitri Belavin starts 11th. Juho Sopanen starts in the 12th position. Gordon Carter starts 13th. Dan Richter starts 14th. Will Dunbar will start in the 15th position. Roman Ryevtsev starts in 16th. Starting in 17th will be Alexander Meshkov, and Manuel Estevez starts in 18th. This is Interlagos. I'm your host, your broadcaster, commentator, Heath Johnson. It's going to be a fun one here tonight. Let's take a look at my keys to the race here today at Interlagos. Turn 1, you got to solve it, baby. It's a hard left-hander, downhill, and it is tough. Also, Senna S. That's the one you got to get through very well before you get to the straight. Set up your passes, man, and then tame the beak of the duck, Bico de Pato. And then manage traffic here today. A lot of drivers and tough track, so we're going to have to manage that traffic today here at Interlagos. Those are my keys to the race. And Zakharov is our pole setter. 60-minute race here at Interlagos. SaoPaulo is a fun track, man, but this thing will reach out and bite you. Elevation changes, challenging turns, challenging corners. Some good opportunities for overtakes there, but you're going to have to make sure you race this track. The pace car is off. Here we go. 60 minutes here at SaoPaulo. Alexander Zakharov will lead the field to take the green flag. Green, green, green. Race number 5 in the High Octane Racing League GT3 series. Into turn 1. Left-hander and downhill for a hard right-hander. Back to the left and uphill. Side by side here as the Radical and the 91 battling it out. Angel Estevez and Lucas Sifter battling it out here side by side. Oh, Sifter turns! Sifter turns in the right-hander. Tough break there for Luca. He's going to lose some positions, but it doesn't look like he obtained, incurred any damage on that, but definitely had some trouble. Take a look here at Lucas Sifter and see what happened. There might have been some contact into the turn, and it looks like he got chopped off a little bit by the 91 car. Estevez looked like Estevez might have chopped him off just a little bit. On board here with Roman Ryevtsev, or on board here with Luca, as you see he gets chopped. Look at here, Roman as his, Luca did kind of come up there just a little bit, but he didn't have a whole heck of a lot of room. He was over the curve. And Roman does a great job of avoiding that. Sifter now trying to gain some spots back. It's like a McLaren off the track there, and then Will Dunbar giving Lucas Sifter a lot of room. Will Dunbar has expressed really he didn't get a lot of practice here at this track, so that Porsche having a little bit of trouble here right now, running in the 17th position. A busy week there for Will, doing some life things. Ricardo Cimansano in the McLaren, who's running in the 15th position. Right now, Alexander Zakharov is the leader, and a couple of BMWs here, 1-2. Bezrikov running in P2. Gerasimov is in the 3rd position. Gerasimov running in the Ferrari, running in P3. All these guys have got to win this season, so these guys coming down the front stretch here into turn 1. Give me an idea of what kind of a challenge turn 1 is. Hard left-hander downhill and then back to the right. A little bit of an S right here. A little bit uphill here, but once you can make it through there, you're pretty good here on this straight. Roman Ryevtsev all over the back of Jody Pranata, and looks like, say Jody Pranata, as he picks up that spot. So Roman Ryevtsev on the move, picking up a spot. He started in the back, did not qualify, and he is all the way up to the 7th position. Go back and take a look at this pass here. Set him up. Good clean pass right there. He got an opening and was able to take that, and that is a great clean pass right there. See Gregor Bulat out here as well, man. And Thomas Golomb, his helping me set up a car set. I really appreciate that too, man. Getting us going here. Take a look at this. Roman Ryevtsev now picking up on another spot, getting around Campos. Campos now in the McLaren, back to the 7th position. Go back to live here and take a look at our leader, Alexander Zakharov. He is my pick to win this race. Givaldo Linares in here too, man. We got some chatters going on here, man. Busy chat session. Good to see that. Look at that. We got some racing royalty here, man, with Thomas Golomb, Gregor Bulat. I think we got all of Poland covered right there. Juho Sapanen, a couple Ferraris here battling it out, getting by. Actually, Pranata actually getting by Sapanen. We got a wad of cars right here. A wad of cars, and the Ferrari. Pranata gets out ahead of these guys. Pranata, we got 3 Ferraris in a row. I guess that was Sapanen making that pass. Sapanen there losing it back into that car a little bit, and Belavin and Estevez here battling behind. Look at this, BMW versus Ferrari side by side. Great clean racing here. These guys are still side by side. The BMW getting off track. Ferrari going to pick up that spot. Is the BMW going to try to do the crossover move? Oh, he got a little impatient there. The crossover move, and I think he got into the back of that Ferrari. Back and look at that pass. Right here is the BMW gets past, but then he's going to try to sneak back through. Right here on the left-hander. Oh, a little contact. Robin's racing right there between Dan Richter and Manuel Estevez. Thomas Golomb wants me to say something for it. Yeah, I'll show something on the screen. As long as it isn't dirty. Zakharov is in control here, 1.7 second lead. We'll take a look at P2, and that is Nikolai Bezrikov. Remember, mandatory pit stop here, 4-tire change. You can use the same compound, but you have a 4-tire change. That is mandatory here in this series. Lucas Simpner and Gordon Carter. Gordon Carter in that Corvette high-place moving sponsor machine. Lucas Simpner in the Radical trying to recover. Now back up to P15 as Gordon Carter drops back to the 16th position. Simpner says, a lot of guys are like, hey man, why are you driving the Radical? He says, it's fun. He likes the challenge, and he's done a great job with the Radical, showing these guys that you can get this thing around the track. And Richter going to give it another shot here on Manuel Estevez. Side by side here. Richter in the BMW going to get by Estevez. Estevez in the Ferrari now drops back to the 12th position. And again, we got a wad of cars here. Alexander Meshkov, our Russian drivers, running in the 13th spot. On board here with him as you look out in the front of his machine at Estevez. Meshkov running in P13, Estevez in 12th. Estevez off the track there, throwing up a little dust. Sato in this mix as well. He is in the McLaren, running in the 14th position. So good four-way battle here. As Dan Richter starting to run away a little bit from these guys. Down to the back of his machine. And that BMW back there at Meshkov is absolutely on fire loose. Meshkov has a lot under his on his plate here in this BMW, and he has got a challenge now. Sato tried to get around, not able to do it, and he was able to hold on to that spot. Dmitry Belevin. Oh, Belevin in the Ferrari off track, and that Sky number 93 comes across the track. Wow. Juho was able to get by. What a view he had. Look at this. Watch, he's going to see a whole lot of Ferrari cross in front of him. Zakharov is in control, but Bezhikov has tightened that grip just a little bit. So I've been asked by Thomas to send out a message, keep fighting Cliff. I have no idea what's going on there. Please send me a message. Let me know what's going on there, man. That concerns me a great deal. This Cliff Vandeven, I'm assuming you're talking about. Take a look at this. Faris Fikri now battling the Porsche of Will Dunbar, and Faris gets by. Roman Ryevtsev also making a pass here on Yuna Prezanta. Roman Ryevtsev getting by. Ryevtsev now up to the 5th position. That should scare you. This guy started in the back, and he's all the way up to P5. And we are 12 minutes into the race. This guy is picking them up and putting them down right now in the BMW. I'm going to change my my pick to win the race, huh? Like Gerasimov in the Ferrari running in P3. Oh, a little bit wide there for Gerasimov, dropping off that turn just a little bit and going wide in the left-hander. So keep fighting Cliff. That's what we are putting up there. Let's see if we can't get something there that would do him some justice. Estevez DNF'd. I'm not sure what happened to Estevez. May have come off track. So Estevez has had some trouble, it looks like. He has retired his machine. Estevez comes down the down pit lane. Not sure what happened to Estevez, but he's decided to leave. Oh my heavens, man. So we get a car out of the race, and Estevez had some trouble. Not sure what went on there. Take a look a little bit earlier here. Estevez fighting Alexander Meshkov. And I'm not sure what happened to Manuel Estevez. He is out of the race. That is shocking to say the least. Here we go. Got come up with that. How about that, man? We'll keep that up there. What I could do live. Fighting Cliff. There you go. How about that, Thomas? Does that do you? Manuel Estevez out of the race. And not sure why he's out, but he is out. So there we go. Send me a message. Let me know what's going on there, Thomas. I definitely want to reach out to him. I tell you what, Nikolai Bezhikov has closed the gap. He is now only 0.7 of a second behind Alexander Zakharov. That battle is very, very tight now. Take a look at this. Ritsky Novar and Yuta Prezanta, a couple buddies right here. Psychopath E-Racing community, guys. Psychopath E-Racing Academy, and these guys are battling out down the front stretch. Little Porsche versus Bentley into turn one. Challenging turn right here. And it looks like Novar going to hold off that charge by Prezanta. Good clean racing right there between those guys. Take a look at the Luca Simpfer here running in P12, recovering after spinning earlier. A little bit of contact earlier in the race, and Simpfer now back up to the 12th position. Remember, we got pit stops to come as well. Take a look at the Rolf Campos in the McLaren running in the 7th position in his effort here at Interlagos. Headed out there by himself. He's got about a 3-second gap between he and Yuta Prezanta. Prezanta running in the 6th position. Gordon Carter here in the Corvette, closing in on Dmitry Belevin. Dmitry's had a little trouble there in that Ferrari. Gordon Carter in the high place moving sponsored Corvette, sporting the Ukrainian colors. One of our Canadian drivers on board here with him in the Corvette. Listen to that American muscle right there. Through the front stretch, and then you get an idea again what it's like to get into turn one here. He carried a heck of a lot of speed through the front stretch, and then this turn one, left hand and downhill, challenging section of the track. And back to the right. He does a good job getting through that. So Belevin is is in the 13th position. Gordon Carter is in. It's like Belevin 14th. Gordon Carter is in 15th. Alexander Zakharov continuing to lead, but he has got just a 0.7 of a second lead over Bezrikov. Gerasimov running in the third position, and who is on the way? And that is the man right there, Roman Ryamtsev in the BMW. On board here with P3, Nikolai Gerasimov. Ritsky Novar has a little bit of battle on his hand in the Porsche. Yuta Brzanta just behind in the Bentley. These guys have been each other's zip code since the race started. And Ritsky Novar is showing these guys that yes, the Porsche can get around this track, but I'll tell you what, that Bentley is eager to get around him right now, looking for an opening. Take a look at Yuta Brzanta running in P6 as Ritsky Novar trying to hold him off. One of the concerns that Will Dunbar was trying to bring up here with respect to the Porsche was especially into turn one. He said that it was really, really challenging in this car. The back end of the car wants to come around pretty easily, and he felt like he was having a lot of trouble with turn one at this track. This Extra Life number 88 car. Take a look at Dan Richter in the BMW. Just ahead of him is Juho Sapanen in the Ferrari in his first race out for us. He is running in the 9th position. Richter running in P10. We head through the front stretch of the course. Oh man, Richter throws that car into the turn. Not able to pull that off. Oh my gosh. That scared the dog snot out of me right there. Wow. How he kept from spinning out, I have no idea. But man, that thing, he went for broke on that one. Let's take a look at the replay here into turn one and watch this. Oh my gosh. And he just missed it. Boy, he had a lot of speed getting into the turn, and that's the danger of that turn. It really is. What's this? Out in the front of Sapanen's car as Richter gets back out on the track. We saw a lot of BMW just slide right through. Go back live here as Alexander Zakharov has a whole lot of Nikolai Bezrikov in his zip code. A couple BMWs. Will Dunbar indicating he's coming down pit lane this time by, so Dunbar gonna make a pit stop. And he misses that turn, so he's indicating he's gonna be making a pit stop. I guess he feels like he's gonna get some new tires on this thing. This thing will handle a little bit better for him. So expect to see Will Dunbar on pit lane here very, very soon. Couple BMWs leading the field. Gerasimov running in the third position, a fair distance back, about 10 seconds back. With a couple BMWs here battling it out for the top spot. Right now, Alexander Zakharov has that top spot. Bezrikov is in second. Givaldo getting himself in a little bit of trouble there, saying that it'd be nice to see me in this race too. Depends on whose perspective you're talking about. My perspective, not so much. Maybe somebody else is wanting a lot of entertainment about me missing turn one, which would happen quite often. And also, don't forget the beak of the duck, right? Bico de pato. That section of the track is challenging. Bezrikov is being pretty patient here as he's closed in on Zakharov. One thing I've seen from really with all of the balance of power updates, from my perspective, it seems like the BMW has been pretty consistent here. The guys really like this car. It was fast when the GT3 stuff started coming out. And through all the balance and performance updates, I think the BMW has really come out pretty well. Hasn't really been some of the issues we've seen. Maybe a little bit too much power with the Bentley. Take a look at Gerasimov in the Ferrari. He's got Roman Ryevtsev in the Bentley, or excuse me, in the BMW, closing in on him. Gerasimov running in the third position. Good battle here is Alexander Meshkov and Sapana working together, or working against each other here. A little BMW versus Ferrari. And a good clean pass there as Meshkov tried to pull off that pass. Not able to quite get there. Still working on the back of this Ferrari. Go back and take a look at this. Side by side here through the turn. And a good clean battle there. Not giving him a lot of room. There was Sapana. Good way to hold on to that spot as now Meshkov has to tuck back in, running in the 11th position. Good tight battle here. Jacobs asking whether the GT3 has the vet body style. Yes, it does. The C8. I believe that's what it is. No, so it's a C. Oh, no! Bezrikov, trouble for Bezrikov off the track. Bezrikov off the track here, missed the turn. The back end of the car came around. Didn't look like he got into anything, but he has lost a lot of time. Now 4 seconds down, or 3 points. Looks like Bezrikov has taken the lead as Zakharov comes down pit lane. Bezrikov had a little bit of a hiccup there. Go back here and take a look. We'll see if we can take a look at this. Bezrikov in the 33 car. Oh, he just gets a little bit loose there on the curb. Stays out of the fence. He ramps it a little bit. Nice. I'll give him a 7.8 on that ramp. Although the Russian judge would probably give him a 5, right? Bezrikov would agree with that, I think. There you go. Watch this. Going to ramp this car. Gets back out on the track, ripping the bottom part of that car off. As Zakharov on pit lane, Bezrikov is our leader. Zakharov now coming back out on track after making his pit stop. Now finds himself back in the 13th position. So pit stops underway. Look at Ritsky Novar in the Porsche. He and Yuta Prezanta have been nose to tail all race long. These guys probably work together. Psychopath E-Racing Academy boys. Headed up by Mata. We definitely missed Mata. Hopefully everything going all right for Mata. Maybe on vacation again. Likes a lot of vacations. We talk about Mata and the Penguin family. That's what he calls his family. So very cute family. Enjoy seeing those pictures. Not sure what's happened from Simpfner. Simpfner's coming down pit lane. Simpfner making a pit stop here, and he may be retiring his machine. Getting some word on the radio that Lucas Simpfner is retired from the race. What a bummer there for Simpfner. What happened there? Gordon Carter on pit lane as he's coming down pit lane in the Corvette. Our race leader is Nikolai Bezrikov. Nikolai Gerasimov in second, Ritsky Novar third, Yuta Prezanta running in fourth position. Rolf Campos is in P5. Take a look at Ricardo Cebesato in the McLaren, running in the 15th position. One of our stock car drivers. And a Brazilian driver as well. And he is running in P15. Now going to pick up a spot there as Gordon Carter finishes up his pit stop. Gordon Carter on pit lane here. Finishing up his pit stop. Campos now might be on pit lane as Pranata picks up a spot. Richter picks up a spot. Meshkov and Sapanin all pick up spots. So not sure what happened to Lucas Simpfner, but he retired his machine. Felt like the car was just a little bit too much for him. I'm not sure. I'm not getting any word on the radio there on what the deal is with that. But right now, Nikolai Bezrikov has not made a pit stop. Gerasimov is in second. Novar third. Prezanta fourth. Pranata is in fifth. Dan Richter running in P6 in the BMW. A lot of beamers out here tonight. And a lot of Ferraris. Not a live timing site, Jordan. You can find the live stream, of course, but not a site where you do live timing. We don't have that set up. At least I don't think. You can try our rFactor 2 times page on the website, highoctaneracing.net. Check it out over there. Follow that over to that website, and I don't think we have live timing set up, but who knows? I just broadcast, man. What do I know? I just own the league. What do I know? Zakharov is in P6 after making pit stop. Bezrikov's come down pit lane. Ritsky Novar is the leader. Zanta in second. Pranada running in the third position. He's kind of out there by himself right now, 21 seconds behind the race, or the next guy in line, and that is Prazanta. So it looks like Novar's come down pit lane. Also, Prazanta on pit lane. Dmitry Belevin has a penalty, probably speeding. So Pranada is going to be the race leader in the Ferrari. So Dmitry Belevin on going to have to do a penalty. Serve a drive-through. It'd be nice if the penalty thing would tell us exactly what the penalty is. That'd be great. Maybe we can put that in the rFactor 2 Discord and be ignored. Sorry, I'm over it. Every time I post in the rFactor 2 Discord, nobody responds. You know, like the support part, nobody responds. You know, I feel like my perspective as a broadcaster is pretty good, and I've got some things I like to get changed and so forth, but nobody ever seems to respond. So I just stop. So Dimitri's got a penalty, and not sure what that is. Maybe a drive-through penalty. It could be a stop and go. Not exactly sure what that penalty is for Dmitry, but he has got a penalty. Wolf Campos now. Campos is up to the 9th position in the McLaren. His first race out here with us. I believe it's his first race. Pranada now, is he going to be coming down pit lane? Looks like he is. Get that car slowed down. So Pranada on pit lane in the Ferrari. Looks like Alexander Zakharov will reclaim the front spot. Well, maybe not, because Bezrikov's got something to say about that. And now Bezrikov ends up taking that spot from Zakharov. So good pass there to claim the lead. Look at this pass as it is not the one I wanted to see. Take a look at this pass here coming down the front stretch. As Bezrikov gets to the inside in turn 1 and picks up that spot. Another one I want to do. I want to be able to manually turn off some of those car cameras so I only get the, say, the front and the back, and maybe the driver's, the passenger side of the car, so I can turn around and see the driver. So good pass there. As we go back to live. Right now, Bezrikov is in control. He was working on the back of Zakharov in that first run. After pit stops, though, came out and got around Alexander. And I'll tell you what, who's on the move, and that is Roman Ryabtsev. He is running in P3, just about 7 seconds off the race lead. Remember, he started in the back, did not qualify, and has worked his way all the way up to the 3rd position. Lavin on pit lane and finishing up his penalty. Now coming back out on track. So a tough break there for Dmitry. take a look at Will Dunbar here running in the 15th position in the Extra Life sponsor number 88 Porsche. We're having an Extra Life charity race in the GT3, and actually it's going to be a multi-class event. I think we're going to be GT3 and also the LMP2s. That was a big hit at Sebring when we did that the last time, and we'll do another one here very, very soon. We'll get some word out about that, so stay tuned. Get that advertised out to everybody. Right now, Will Dunbar in the Extra Life sponsored Porsche have a little bit of trouble right there. This thing's skating around on him. Givaldo said it'd be great if it rained on the track. Well, from my perspective, it would be fantastic, but from the driver perspective, I don't think that'd be a lot of fun. I raced the Formula trucks here one time, you know, those semis that they race in Brazil. I raced these at SaoPaulo one time with Jair Oliveira, and it was a lot of fun. I have that mod too. You could put those up for a fun race sometime. Nikolai Bezhikov is the leader. It's a solid race for him. He has opened up a gap, 1.6 second gap on Alexander Zakharov. IMSA has not really cut in much into that lead. He is 7.3 seconds back in the third position. BMW is 1, 2, 3 here. Ferrari makes up P4 and the fifth position. Ridsky Novar in the Porsche 97 car. Presante in the Bentley has really lost contact with Ridsky Novar. He is about 7 seconds down, 7.5 seconds down to P5. So since pit stops, it looks like Novar's been able to pull away from Presante. Here in 20 minutes left to go. Ralph Campos running in the 7th position in the McLaren. Top McLaren in the field. Two McLarens. Simonsato also racing in the McLaren, and he is in the 11th position. 20 minutes left to go here at SaoPaulo. Campos now picking up a spot here as it looks like Ridsky Novar is on pit lane. Novar has retired his machine. Ridsky Novar out. I don't know whether he lost his connection or what, but Novar lost. He might have lost his connection. It does look like Ridsky Novar's lost his connection. Oh my heavens, man! What a tough break for Ridsky. One of our Indonesian drivers. And he has lost his connection here at SaoPaulo. Had a good run, top 5 run going. So Novar now out of the race. He can rejoin, but he will lose a ton of position. If he wants a points night here, maybe trying to get some more spots here in what time they have left. He can't join. We do have rejoins turned on, so. Take a look at Sapana in the Porsche. He's running in the 11th position, trying to close in on Simonsato. Simonsato just ahead, about 4.5 seconds ahead in the McLaren. On board here with Sapano. His first race out. Juho Sapanen in the Ferrari. Nice looking paint scheme right there. Gordon Carter running in the 12th position in the Corvette. Might be the lone Corvette in the field today. Gordon Carter. So this looks like Ridsky Novar might be trying to rejoin the race. That's good news. Get him back in on the track. Look at this battle here. Dimitri in the Ferrari. Belevin trying to get on the bottom side, on the low side in the turn, and get by Will Dunbar, and he makes that pass. So he set the pass up, and that was a good clean pass there by the Ferrari. Board here with him as he's all over the back of that Porsche. Dunbar giving him a lot of room. And Dunbar tuck it in, falling back to the 15th position as Belevin now moves up to P14. Take a look at Alexander Meshkov. Probably streaming this race as well. So he generally does whenever he races in the 57 car. The BMW right now running in the 8th position. Been a quiet night for him. Dan Richter just behind in another BMW. Oh, a little bit wide on that turn. That's going to allow Dan Richter to close in, I think, a little bit. Dan Richter running in P9 on board here with Alexander Meshkov running in the 8th position. So on board here, or take a look at Dan Richter running in P9. And close in on Alexander Meshkov. Take a look at here at Gordon Carter doing a wave by. So our race leader now incurring some lap traffic, or encountering some lap traffic, as Gordon Carter letting him by, but Gordon Carter got another, got P2 just behind him. Zakharov in P2, wanting to get by this lap car, the Corvette. Gordon Carter. Carter, one of those savvy drivers, though he knows the race etiquette. When he closes in, he's going to let him go. A lot of communication out of there from to P1 when he approached Gordon Carter. Carter right now running in the 12th position. Now you got to pick your spot. Zakharov wants to try to pick that spot at a right time to get around the lap car. See the race leader just out of the front of his car. I think Bezrikov is faster. Good place to pass here, and Gordon Carter there. Right here, Zakharov getting by. From Zakharov's perspective, I think they probably would have liked to see that happen a little bit sooner, but it was pretty clean run there. Yuho in the 75 car. Sapanin off the track. Sapanin's off the track into the grass. Stays out of the wall. And does not lose a position, but off the track there for him. Take a look at it again. Just gets into the grass, loses it, and then spins across the track, and luckily no one around, and he doesn't lose any positions, just loses some time. He is in the 11th position. So keep fighting, Cliff. So Vandeman's not sick. That's good. Keep fighting, Cliff. Fighting the urge to stay away from sim racing. We need to get him back in sim racing. We love Cliff Vandeman. Want him back into sim racing as soon as he can. Definitely a big hole there to fill that can't be filled without Cliff Vandeman in sim racing. Absolutely. Always loved Cliff Vandeman's paint schemes too. My heavens, man. He had some of the, I don't know how to say it, man. A lot of cartoon going on there, but, man, he had some creativity with his paint schemes. Like to race the Corvette in the GT3. And we definitely want to see him back out. He's got a place here anytime he wants to race, that's for sure. I don't care what league. We could be racing bicycles. We could be racing dog sleds. That guy's got a spot here to race anytime he wants. Nikolai Bezrikov is the leader. Almost about now a 3-second lead over Zakharov. Ryevsev has fallen back on this second run. He now finds himself about 8.4 seconds back. Just a little over 8 seconds. So he has not been able to chip in to that lead. Uh-oh. It looks like I have lost the connection here to the stream. That's not good. Right now, waiting to get the thing back up here. Just hang tight with us. For some reason, the rFactor 2 rFactor 2 crashed on me. Been having some trouble here with stuff like this, so not sure what's going on. Looks like we are on our way back in. Hopefully. I know my JSON file was corrupt today, so. Always good when you lose the rFactor 2 connection, but at least the stream's still going. That's good news. Hopefully booting back up here. We'll be back at it. Let's see, we're back up here. We'll let everything load here and be back at it. All right, we're back at it here. Thank heavens, man. That was strange. Just crashed. I did notice that my player JSON file, there was something wrong with it, and so right now I'm your name. Fortunately, I saved that stuff, so I've got the another copy of the player JSON file on the desktop. You know, because we know rFactor 2. Anyway, looks like we're back at it. Sorry about that. That was a pretty painless endeavor there. As Bezrikov is our leader. That hasn't changed, 2.8 seconds. But what has changed from earlier is Ryevsev and his approach to the race lead. That has kind of stalled, and he is now 8.3 seconds back with just 8 minutes left to go. So running out of time there for him. He's still got a great run here, a top 3 run, and really admirable given the fact that he started in the back. Nikolai Gerasimov is in the 4th position in the Ferrari. Take a look at P5. And that is Yuta Prasanta in the Bentley. He is the top Bentley, the only Bentley in the field, I believe, today. Everybody bailing on the Bentley. A lot of Ferrari guys out here. That's what I'm talking about. Take a look at Dan Richter running in the 9th spot. A little drama earlier in the race, got that figured out. So there we go, back at it. Will D has dropped out of the race. Sorry to see that. William has been doing a lot with keeping the car set updated. A lot of work there with that GT3 and all those updates that have been coming out from Studio 397. For the longest time, we didn't get any updates, and now it's like every week we're getting an update from Studio 397 for the GT3 stuff. Take a look at Simonsato here in the McLaren, running in the 10th position. Good top 10 run here for Simonsato. One of our 2 McLarens in the field. Got 4 cars out of the race. Dunbar, Novar, Simpner, and Estevez out of the race. A couple of those guys, not sure exactly why they left the race. Estevez just pulled down pit lane and said, "I've had enough, I guess." NASCAR on the track is Dmitry Belevin, and he's had some issues with that Ferrari today. Got off track a couple times, but still out here plugging away, running in the 14th position. Good battle here as Gordon Carter and Fabries are battling it out. Take a look at this pass between the 2 of those guys. This is the pass here for position. 79 getting that spot. Gordon Carter trying to battle back. That was for the 12th spot. Carter now back to P13. Take a look at Sapanen. Oh, no. Oh, man, the car broke loose. Oh, hard contact with the wall. 4.5 minutes left to go, and that was a hard lick there for him. Maurice looking out of the front of his car. You see that Ferrari through the grass hard into the wall, and then he's got to worry about getting into the back of this guy. Definitely messes up his entry into the turn. Sapanen had a ride there, man. My heavens. Take a look here, and he gets into the, man, he just breaks loose on the curb. And then into the wall. Trying to hold on to that spot, but that thing has got some back end damage for sure. Looks like he only lost 1 spot, I believe. Bezenkov says, "I don't want to see any of that at this point." Three and a half minutes left to go, and Nikolai Bezenkov is the leader. He's got a 3.3-second lead over Zakharov. Ryevtsev just about 9 seconds back, just a little under 9 seconds. Gerasimov is in 4th. Prasanta is in P5. Take a look at Roman Ryevtsev running in the 3rd position. And again, I mentioned this earlier, what an admirable job he's done in starting in the back. He missed qualifications, starts in the back, and now he's in 3rd. And he climbed a bunch of spots right off the bat. I mean, he just weaved his way through traffic, but has seemed to stall here in the 3rd spot. Of course, he's running up on a level of competition that's quite a bit more intense. Gerasimov running in the fourth position in the Ferrari, countering a little bit of lap traffic as we speak. Out in the front of his machine at Faris Fikri, running in the 11th spot. Now, I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that name. Faris. Do you remember that part? But good to see him out here in his first time racing with us. There you go, lap traffic for Gerasimov. Maurice probably be well suited just to let him go. Everybody wants to have a little fun there, maybe, and race a little bit. Fun battle to watch, even if it isn't for position. Love this section of the track. Gerasimov says, hey man, it is time. Let me go. And he gets around. Great pass right there. Great overtake into turn one. Classic. He got a little bit of room there. Faris gave him a little bit of room, it looked like. With about a minute left, here's the Dmitry Belevin now picking up a spot. Has Sapanin now has retired his machine. Tough break there for Sapanin. But Belevin now benefits now up to P13. I think it's all over but the shout now. As we start taking screenshots, my camera, drone camera's not working right now because I don't have my profile logged in or my JSON in. So we'll have to do our best in trying to get a screenshot. That's not bad right there. I don't know what it is about these guys, man. They just seem to be, and I know it's a little cliche to say, a league of their own. Bezrikov, Zakharov, Ryevtsev, Gerasimov, these guys just absolutely in a league of their own. And there you go. Roman Ryevtsev, I believe, is our victor, huh? Has he got one more lap in him? Zakharov 3.5 seconds back. Roman is now he's probably going to end up finishing in the third position. To take a look just ahead of him at Zakharov running in the second spot. So BMW's 1, 2, 3 here. As Bezrikov is going to get the win here at Sao Paulo. So Nikolai Bezrikov gets the win. And a great job to Nikolai on coming away with the race win. Didn't even do a... so Gerasimov also going to finish up. Finishes in the fourth position. Yuta Przant is going to finish in fifth, I believe. Roman Ryevtsev finished. The Alexander Meshkov running in the 8th position. Dan Richter just behind him. This race isn't over between the two of these guys. Coming around to the race finish. here we go. Alexander Meshkov going to hold off Dan Richter for that spot. So, well, good job there to those guys. Great racing. Couple of the drivers finishing up their effort. Campos off the track. So that'll do it for us here, and we'll get screenshot up here. So congratulations to Nikolai Bezrikov. Let's take a look at the final results. I believe we've got those in the books. Nikolai Bezrikov gets the win. Zakharov second. Roman Ryevtsev finishes in the third position. Nikolai Gerasimov fourth. Yuta Prezanta finishes P5. Rolf Campos finishes in the sixth position. Yoni Pranata finishes in the seventh position. Alexander Meshkov finishes P8. He and the other BMW, Dan Richter, finishes in ninth. Ricardo Simonsato in the McLaren finishes in the 10th position. Finishing in 11th is Faris Fikri. Gordon Carter finishes 12th. Dmitry Belevin finishes in the 13th position. Juho Sapanin finishes in 14th. William Dunbar finishes 15th. Ritsky Dobar 16th. Lucas Symphner in the Radical P17. And Manuel Estevez finishes in 18th. So another great race for Nikolai Bezrikov. Congratulations to him on getting the win here at Interlagos. So we're able to pull away in that second half. Got around Zakharov and was able to pull away there in the second half, and about 3-second gap there between the two of those guys in the end. So congratulations to Nikolai Bezrikov. Don't forget, in 2 weeks, we'll be at Portland International. That's April the 8th for race number 6 of the season. And that'll be a fun one, man. Portland's a lot of fun, tight track. And then Daytona Road Course finishes out the season on April the 22nd. I want to thank you for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Share my videos with all your friends on any social media platform where you can share YouTube videos. You're more than welcome to share mine. Also, smash the bell. Please go down in the description of this race and follow those links. The main one is the Extra Life Children's Miracle Network Hospitals charity. We would love for you to donate to that charity. That's an open link. Continue our donation. It's not just a drive, a one-time deal. That is a continuous link there, a live link. Also, SimLab website. If you'd like to support me, I have a SimLab rig, and really I love it, man. I took a seat out of an old Pontiac Fiero and mounted it to the Sim rig, and it's been flawless for me, man. Love it. I've been able to buy some stuff attached to it. So if you're interested in purchasing a SimLab rig, please use my link. And also, there's a donation link to PayPal. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, no matter where you are in the world, there are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That's EliteHostingUSA.com. A little bit later, man, we'll be at Watkins Glen International for the race number 1 of the Saturday Night Thunder. That's right, 35 laps from Watkins Glen. Let's beat the broadcaster night. Not going to be a hard thing to do at that track, that's for sure. So race number 1 of a brand new season. Saturday Showdown Series will be in action in this time slot next week for race number 4 of the season. We'll be at Phoenix Raceway for 130 laps. It'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Don't forget to join us over at highoctaneracing.net. Get updates of schedules and what series are in action, and also quick link to our Discord server and quick link to the rFactor 2 times to see who's running what throughout the week. Well, congratulations to Nikolai Bezrikov and all of the drivers here tonight in the High Octane Racing League GT3 series. Thanks so much for joining us in the chat session, or if you're watching it on replay. Appreciate that. Logan Brown, Thomas Goem, Givaldo, Will D. A lot of folks here joining us as well. Jordan also joining us. Sean Jacobs. And also Michael Simonsato joining us here. Gregor Bulat as well, joining us in the chat session. So good to see all those folks. Thanks so much for joining us here on TurnLeftTV. That's going to do us for us tonight. And you know what that means. That means I am out of here.